So I've got lots of special memories from teaching people how to quilt, but Colette, you came to my mum and baby sewing classes, didn't you, for a while? And then you showed me this photograph and you were like, you can print it on fabric, and that was the start, wasn't it?
Yes.
Of getting you to make this quilt that, you know, is something that I think really should be celebrated. It's one that's always sticks in my mind because I love the stories and how you've put it all together and what it means.
Where I grew up in the States, my family heritage is from northern Maine, and they're very... they have very cold winters. So a lot of the women up there do really craft-based things, crochet, knitting, and quilting. And that is a really big part of their heritage. And so that's what brought me a little bit of the fascination about quilting to begin with. I really loved the fact that I could take a photograph and that it was very meaningful to me, but also a little bit abstract. And the fact that it's my hands encircling my son's feet in the shape of what I think looks like a love heart, made it really, really personal. I remember looking at that piece of fabric and thinking, this is so cool. And then at that point, that kind of sparked the beginning of the whole quilt, and I constructed the different pieces and the coloring around that. Quilting to me is important because it was a hobby for me that allowed me to be creative and relax. And having young children in my life that take up every moment of my day, it was something at the end of the day that allowed me to really wind down. This one was from the fact that we like to travel the world, and because it's very kind of map based, but it also ties into an old quilt that I did with my sister, and I had a little bit of leftover fabric, so for me that was quite special. I kept looking forward to doing one next small chunk at a time and having that feeling of accomplishment. It keeps us nice and warm, but it's just something for me that has a lot of memories tied to it, and you know I made it. There's nothing that can replace this.